kids. It is 8:30 in the morning. We are south of Savannah, Georgia. As you can see, it's been a little rainy. It's a little rainy outside. I can shut off the air conditioning. Gotta go pick up a load. Pick up a load of Red Bull, which is a high dollar load, high value load. I really hate these automated transmissions. Like, you do not know how to shift a semi truck. I swear to God. I would have taken off in a higher gear and short shifted quicker. We're empty, so you just bang, bang, bang. Skip, bang, bang, bang. But semi-trucks have become a reactionary. The throttle pedal's not connected to the motor in any way, mechanically. The throttle pedal is a suggestion. It's me telling the engine how much percentage of acceleration that I want. And then the computer decides, well, do I have enough oil pressure? Do I have enough coolant pressure? Is there enough turbo pressure? Is the air temperature right? Is the voltage correct? And only until the computer has analyzed all the different inputs and is monitoring all the outputs for accuracy and efficiency, only then will the engine accelerate. Now, the problem with an automated transmission is it can only react to throttle input, gradient, because there's a sensor that says, you know, is the truck climbing a hill, is the truck going downhill? And then some of these transmissions are actually connected to the GPS on the truck, and it'll know when to get ready to climb a hill, and it'll know when to go down a hill and use the engine brake. It's kind of an interesting thing. But me as a professional driver, I know how to read the road ahead of me and know what gear I should be in and what gear I'm going to be in. So that is a proactive. I'm in control of the truck at all times. That's kind of my biggest issue with modern vehicles, is that you can't be proactive. that little Honda Ridgeline right there, the person driving that can let go of their steering wheel and it'll keep it between the lines. They can press the brake pedal as hard as they want to the floor, both feet, and the tires won't lock up, and you'll still have steering control. That is a reactive vehicle. Now the driver can be proactive and keep both hands on the steering wheel and watch for far enough down the road that they don't have to slam on the brakes ever. That's proactive. But they aren't truly 100% in control of the vehicle. This is spoken from a motorcycle rider and a vintage Volkswagen owner. some of you might argue, like, well, hey, Sterling, your new motorcycle's got ABS, yes, and it's got GPS, yes, and it's got, you know, a fancy computer built into it, and you can connect it to your phone and listen to music, and your throttle doesn't have a cable, it's all by wire, and you've got cruise control. And not only do you have cruise control, you have adaptive cruise control, so you just set it to a number you want and it'll space itself in traffic. Like, you got one hell of a fancy motorcycle there. How can you say riding a motorcycle that you're a proactive driver when your motorcycle has the capability of practically driving itself? That's a good point. But I still have a shift lever and a clutch lever. So I still have the decisions, what gear I want to be in, how I want to shift, when I want to shift, and downshift. Oh, and while the cruise control's set, you can pull in the clutch and select the next gear, and the bike will, yeah, so the bike is proactively reactive. Anyway, hope you kids are doing okay. We are near Savannah, Georgia. It's beautiful outside. It's 63 degrees. Any of you that have watched my channel for a while know that I am a lucid dreamer, and I want to say at least 90% of my dreams I remember, and I have control over most of them. And last night I dreamed that I was in my childhood home in Palmdale, California, and it was during a weird tornado, like a tornado, lightning, thunder, and I was hanging out with some of my childhood friends, and it was just an absolute, it was crazy. And I woke up because I was thinking, geez, am I really in a tornado? Like, what's going on outside the truck? And it was perfectly calm, and, you know, I had the APUs running on the truck, so the air conditioning was going. It was kind of cold in the truck last night. But I can remember in the dream, like, I was excited to see the tornado and see the clouds and see the wind and how much it swirled around, and like I was in the dream, and I was like, whoa, that's a cool tornado. And then another one hit, and I was like, yeah, that's cool. And everyone around me was scared. They're like, you need to go in the basement, you need to run, you need to hide. And I was like, why? This is cool. And the reason that dream happened was because yesterday, while I was riding my motorcycle, I thought about all the people in my life that have told me to not ride a motorcycle, and that it's dangerous, and you need to quit doing it. Like, I can't stand that you ride a motorcycle. And I look at danger, I think I have a healthy respect for danger. But I look at danger as a necessary part of enjoying life. I go out and ride a motorcycle. I drive a semi-truck, you know, at least 125 to 150,000 miles a year. I take calculated risks my entire life. Nice truck you got there. So yeah, I think that dream about the tornado last night, it was all about that I'm okay with risk. And I've been in a few relationships with very anxious people, and the downfall to every one of those relationships has been the fact that I don't buy into their anxiety. and their anxiety is such an integral part of their personality that my courageousness, my affinity for not being a coward is a personal ego attack on the other person. When somebody says, I'm scared to go somewhere, I'm like, get in the car, put on your seatbelt, I'll drive. And I'm nonchalant about it. And there's two types of people out of respect that. The person that doesn't have a victim mentality will be like, okay, I trust you, let's go for a ride. But the person that has a victim mentality is going to be, well, what if you get a flat tire? What if there's not enough money in the bank? What if the head gasket blows? What if a meteorite strikes? What if an ICE agent steps in front of the car? Like, and then that becomes an ego attack on me, because I'm naturally a talented driver and I'm pretty good at protecting myself and staying upright and out of the trees, and I haven't wrecked anything. And I guess it's okay to move on from relationships like that, you know? Not everybody's for everybody. So, if I ever get in a relationship again, which is highly unlikely, that person has to be courageous and willing to take risks, and should have a CDL, a motorcycle license, a motorcycle, a gun, you know, simple demands. Oh, I don't know. I'm not fit for relationships. It's quite obvious. Anyway, welcome back to work. It's Sunday. I'm not going to tell you kids what the days are anymore, because it takes me a while to edit videos, and anytime a video drops, people think it happened that morning or that night. They think it's live for some reason. They think it's current event. It takes me a little bit to edit video. Thanks for merging with no signal. Appreciate you. And the camera, it didn't look like they were that close, because I use a wide angle. But we are 22 miles from my pickup. I'm not allowed to get there until an hour early, which would be 0900. I'm going to be about 10 minutes after 9, so I won't piss off too many people. It's supposed to be a preloaded trailer, so I dropped this empty one that I had washed out yesterday. Remind me to scan the washout ticket. Even though it's on an account, I still scan the washout ticket. And hook up to the new trailer and take it on down to Florida town. I think I'm going somewhere outside of Miami. So, yeah, be a good trip. Get delivered tomorrow morning on Monday. Find something else. Actually, I don't have to find jack squat. My company tells me where I go. I'm just here to drive. I am merely a reactionary force. With it being a high value load, there's all sorts of different security procedures. For one, I had to get fingerprinted and driver's license taken pictures of, and so it's quite the shenanigans. So drop in spot 78 and pick up in 81. There's the trailer we're taking. check. Yeah, 78. That's the one we're taking. Right there. A 45-degree angle. Cranking the other way. And we're lined up for the hole. About there is good. It's beautiful out here today. Love Shack is a little old place where we can get together. Trailer go bye-bye. Bye-bye one trailer. Hello next trailer. Like that trailer's sitting a little high. And stop. Once you've been doing this long enough, you can spot things quickly. For instance, when we're backing up, we'll always look for one fist of clearance. As you can see, the trailer's too high. So, we bring her down a little. And it's hard, so I'm gonna air it up. When it's hard to crank a trailer down, always air it up. Sometimes when the yard goats drop the trailers, they pull and it makes the landing gear bind up when they drop it, because they drop it from up high. While we're back here, we'll listen to the air noises. Make sure it's got everything's closed correctly and it's sealed. We'll just let it air up. Hello. Also, with the tandem slid all the way back, there's a lot more weight on the front of the trailer. Yeah. So, low gear. Start closing that gap. Another trick you can do is high gear, put your weight in it, works for us big drivers, but when you pull it out, make sure it's in low gear. There we go. We'll let the truck suspension catch it. We don't want it off the ground. I need to fix that electrical cable. Got ourselves a little workout this morning. We got a back under and cleek. Give me a cleek. Give me a cleek. And give me a pull. Pull, pull, pull. Charge the trailer back up. And what was that trailer that I dropped? 26106. 26106. Light test activated. They say this load's 42,000 pounds, so I will have to slide those tandems. I'm pretty good at feeling for it. But at 42,000 pounds, and keep in mind, I haven't been able to look inside the trailer to see how it's loaded. Show me a blink. Where's my blink? Show me my blink. Go blink, blink. Where's the blink? There it goes. Got a light there. We'll have some lights up there. Four-way blinking, nothing blinking up there. You were so worried. Now you got turn signals, running lights are fine. Okay. What is our seal? Our seal number is 730450. And that will get a lock on it. Punch a couple tires. Don't hear any air leaks. Sounding good. We'll pull forward and slide the tandems. Right about there is good. This is a dry van load, so the reefer's not running. We're hauling high value beverages. We got beverages. Give it a little click going forward. There we go. And then some clicks going backwards. Go all the way. Okay, that's all the way. What's our tractor weight? We're watching that one right there. 62. I like 67. Right about there. 67. I'm gonna lock it with one click going forward. And we're locked. Hey, there's a helicopter. All right, we are good. I'm gonna stop here for a moment and do paperwork.